Said I would be back. I'm back. So so we're here to do the Newfoundland Pro Qualifier preview here. We're going to do a jersey giveaway. But first, how about late night last night? How about some stuff just dropped? Cornhole stuff just dropped. Team Titan. No, I'm not on the team. Moving over to Team Titan this year. Cheyenne Bubenheim. More about that Saturday night. Little teaser for Saturday night. We'll be talking about that. That Cheyenne will be moving to Titan Bags. Pretty interesting. We'll see what the voice has to say about that on Saturday night. So here to do a little preview. First, I want to give a shout out to a lot of people. It was a late night last night talking to people. I don't know how people in Newfoundland stayed up that late because I didn't get home from work till like 12:30 time here, which is like 2 o'clock in the morning there. Just the biggest thing talking to everybody that I did was that, and we say it, and it's pro qualifiers in the ACL are called the gauntlet for a reason. Okay, it's called a gauntlet for a reason, and they felt it last night. They felt the stress. They felt everything. That those 6 games around us are tough. It is not fun, even when you're playing against people that you're used to having fun with. The gauntlet sucks, and I think that's what makes a pro player running that gauntlet. And like I said, then I was like, you guys did that gauntlet, that stress last night. Now you got 12, 14 hours to wait to go and play it again. Good day, Mr. Pohl. You got that other time to play again. You don't have that even more stress of going like, okay, I just got through that. Whoa, now I'm into a single elimination bracket. Now they're waiting that extra time, coming back the next day, do that single elimination bracket. But for last night, and I keep saying it, I say it time and again with the players in Newfoundland, and I talk with Sean and Amber about this. I know we get into it, but it's a good head-to-head battle with fun. We kind of go back and forth with PPR because with their leagues they kind of separate everything by PPR, and I'm like, give these people a chance, like, because to let them show it they're good enough. And we had some people last night that when I've talked to them before, they're like, oh, I couldn't compete with them. Play the game. Play the game. You're never really going to know until you go and play the game. And so many people I talked to last night were like, I threw great. I didn't think I was going to do good. I threw great. And it was like, yeah, you did. You just have to believe in yourself out on the boards. So with that, we had I got probably about 20 people that the top 17 to 21 kind of basically, I think that finished 17 to 21 finished 3-3, where the remainder 3-3 that didn't go on. And there are ones that we talked about and some people we didn't talk about in the preview with Derek. And that is Corey H.O. We talked about him. He just missed it. I'm looking here. Went by plus minus. Was that there? Getting in 16th at 3-3 was Adam Knoll, who was a plus 15. Corey H.O. was at a plus 11. 4 points, right? 4 points is the difference. And how's it going, Byron and Mr. Andrew Spencer? We're going to talk a bit more about that there, Andrew. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, who's Mike Evans anyway? But yeah, so Corey H.O. finished 17th. Finishing 18th was Mark Tobin. Kayla Norman, which Derek and I talked about in the preview as well, who's a great thrower in her own right. She was right there at 3-3. I'm going to skip over number 20 to talk about that player in a second. 21st, Ashley Murphy. I know that we talked a lot about her, and she can be a good thrower. And I think that she's got way more better. That doesn't really sound right. There's better things to come for her. I know that she's going to just keep improving because we've seen her finish second. I believe it was the competitive division. in Newfoundland. She's going to come up. It's like she's got way more steps that I know that she's going to make, and that she will become better. I skipped over 20 because that was one person I talked with that even when I was in St. John's, I was like, throw the bag. And she was like, oh, I'm not very good. I suck. I was like, no, that's my job to say that. Adele Cromwell finishes 3-3. She, even talking with her, she surprised herself. And I was like, no, you just have to believe in yourself that you can go throw those bags and play a great game. She's like, oh, I threw a couple bad shots. Everybody throws bad shots. It's just how you throw the next bag after that bad shot. So good on all of them for. Oh, Mike Evans is here. I didn't know that he used Facebook. Wow. Okay. Shocking. Maybe he's just got nothing to do in the afternoon here. But yeah, so that was the ones that were right there. I know also right there, Glenn McFarland was kind of down there. He was kind of close to it. We'd also talked about Alan Noseworthy, but yeah, that's the thing is just seeing these players play against some of the other higher caliber players, and once you get into that, you can hold your own. You can do it. It's just the belief in yourself. So, getting to then the top 16, which are going down 1 to 16, would be Jeff Walsh was first, Matt Murrens second, Kim Oakley was third, Wayne King fourth, Mark Pettin, name we didn't talk about in the preview, but one I was kind of thinking that there's a chance he can get in there because he kind of has to be around Amanda Oakley all the time. So it's, some of that's got to wash off somehow. A guy we did talk about, and I said that, don't let the 5.8 fool you, PPR, would be Stephen Keynes. Yes, we did skip over that he's Albert Parsons' nephew, but he's a great thrower in his own right. I said that to him when I was in St. John's for the Open. He's then, and like we talked about in the preview, he finished off the season strong with some wins. He's the guy that can be dangerous tonight. Graham Evely finished 7th. Holly Snellgrove, which we kind of talked about, that she had the chance to getting in there. She's 8th. Matthew Hiscock, I can say that name correctly because it's, for anyone in my family that's watching, it's not my cousin. It's a different Matthew Hiscock. Finished 9th. Zach McNeil, we talked about him. He was 10th. TJ Vincent was 11th. Sean Sabian gets 12th. That's shocked. Absolutely shocked. Brian Conway was another guy. I kind of said, if focus was all the focus on him, and now I'm even looking at his ACL profile. He's Brian Focus Conway now. The Triple S, Slick Side Squires gets in at 14, which I'll talk about that in a second. 15th was Stephen Reardon, a name we wasn't even on our radar. And he gets in at 15. And then as Andrew said, Adam Knoll, who going in was one of the favorites, gets in there at the 16th spot. So that's he gets a spot in the bracket. Doesn't matter how you get there, you get your spot in the bracket. That's all you need. Chip and a chance. So going back to the Slick Side Squires, Derek, I don't think Mark was registered. I kind of thought that he may have, but I know he always plays his game down. Like, I just give him play the game. You're good. So going back to Slick Side Squires, that name probably worked for him last night because from what I've been told across the board conditions were not favorable to sticky bags. Everyone had to really kind of figure out how to get their throws going. It was little boards weren't the best. Good day, Mr. Miller. How you doing? See you in Calgary in a couple weeks. We'll probably see you at the rink before then because, well, my kid and Mason probably play at the same time usually. But yeah, board conditions weren't the best for sticky bags last night, so it was a lot of people having to flip that bag over to Slick Side. I know some people are afraid of that at times, but just go with the flow. You got to use bags are two-sided for a reason. Figure out how to use both sides, and it will get better for you for that. So that's the 16 that are in there. Exactly, Rob. I'm looking for. I hate that I'm working. I hate because last night I was trying to sneak in. Andrew Spencer, if you didn't know, he went live on his own Facebook last night. So I was kind of watching the games. Had to give him some tips on how to do it. He's got it all down pat now. That and then watching the bracket was a little nerve wracking trying to figure out there because it doesn't refresh all the time and it's all good. So going into the bracket, so top game. Like I said, Adam Knoll snuck in in the 16 spots, and he plays the 1. So we've got 6-0 Jeff Walsh against Adam Knoll, who's 3-3. This year could have been a game to see who was going to get their pro card. I was a game that I thought would probably be one that would be an end, but now we're getting a first game of the bracket. It's a pick'em game, I think. Walsh was the hot hand last night. Adam kind of started off good, then kind of slowed down from what I was told. Let's see if Adam can get that little bit of time to pick up. That's going to be one heck of a game. Matthew Hiscock, everyone I talked to was like, he's the underdog. He was the one that was kind of on the radar, but not really on the radar. And that's not a knock on Matthew at all. Just people talking, he was the underdog. He was coming in. He's got his shot. He's got his shot at the bracket. It's a hard shot. He's playing Holly Snellgrove, who we know that she can really pick it up because I remember the first Open in St. John's, she shocked a lot of big names coming from Ontario. We're like, who's this person? Just beat me 21-2. These people now are starting to get names for themselves, and people are starting to know how good these throwers are. I love it. So that's going to be a good game. That's an 8-9 matchup. Brian Conway is really going to have to focus this game. He's the 13th seed going up against the 4th, being Wayne King. Wayne's another guy. He looks like he's all there for fun, and then you get him on the boards, and he's just business. And we've seen that in Calgary when he made the pro. He made pro in Calgary with the pro qualifier there to play in that event. So it's got Wayne King, Brian Conway up in that game. Then Mark Pettin and Sean Sabian up in the bottom of the top bracket game. That makes sense at all to anyone. It's Newfoundland. It makes total sense. They all know what I'm talking about. Mark went 4-2 up against 3-3 Sean Sabian. So I don't know. I think if Mark can keep the hot hand that he had last night, I think he can probably get it down. I think. Just for my thing. And then bottom bracket games, the 4 bottom bracket games. Matt Murrens against Stephen Reardon. Now, Stephen Reardon, another name that probably wasn't on a lot of people's radar. Right? But I always talk about people that play other sports coming to cornhole and excelling. Okay? Probably a lot of people don't know. Before cornhole, Stephen was a bowler. Probably Stephen doesn't even know that I know that, but that's what I do. I know things. Bowler, so he's got the arm motion, can maybe get that cut. Rob Ayers, he's a bowler too. He'll tell you. But yeah, so he can, he's got that note to place things, right? So I think Matt may be tough in this first game here, but I still think Matt was 5-1. I still think Matt will probably take this one down. Next one, Graham Evely, another sports guy going up against. He's got his chance against another sports guy as well, Zach McNeil. Zach only been playing. I think he's been playing like a year. Oh, Greg's a bowler. Yeah, remember I got that story. I've got to ask you about bowling too, Rob. I just got to remember it next time. Yeah, so Zach McNeil, Graham Evely. That's gonna be another interesting game. I wish every game was on some sort of live feed. But of course we can't. Then we got Kim Oakley against the Clyde Squires. Kim on fire last night as well. I believe she lost her first game and then went 5-0 after that to finish 5-1. Kim's just another one. She's nice until you get her on the boards, and then look out, Loretta. You're on for a game. Final game is TJ Vincent and Stephen Canes. Again, Steven said, like, I was talking to Steven afterwards. He was like, I finally got those bags figured out at the end. So he's going to do okay. Wi-Fi went there. Like I said, the gauntlet is one thing. That's the pressure. Now you got the single elimination pressure. And I think that's where people are going to see, okay, so Zach, you've been playing since December, so less than a year. So I think that's where we're going to see the pressure tonight. I think it's going to be on. But you will be able to watch it tonight here on the Down and Back. Andrew Spencer's going to go live on the Down and Back. You'll be able to watch whatever games come up on their live feed court that he has set up there. So I think that will be fantastic for you to watch. Hopefully we'll be able to get a lot of views on that there to see some of these great players in action. Yeah, like TJ, like Steven was one of my kind of favorites going. I don't want to say too much of a favorites, but going in. Okay, Sean says that Val was his favorite partner, so so Mike Evans says he hopes that Mark beats him 21-0. We'll see. But yeah, so that's that. I can't, like I said, can't wait to watch tonight. I'll be at work, so I'll have to watch later on when I get home from work. But yeah, so that's that with that. So we'll see tonight where that goes. We'll see. We've got 30 people watching. Something I said off the top of the show, we'll revisit that back. Some news came out just before we went live here with Titan Bags. We'll get to talk all about it Saturday night here when we have Donnie on, as Team Titan adds a new bag thrower this year. Cheyenne Bubenheim throwing Team Titan bags. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm live or not. My phone says that I'm not live. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully you all can still hear me. If not, I'll have to throw this up here later on. You can all see me still, whatever. But now, okay, Rob, I am live. Okay, so then it's just, I don't know. It's okay. Says I'm back. Brett Davey, how you doing? Newest ACL Canada Pro from Ontario. Can't wait to see you in Calgary. You and your partner, Jeff Culbert. Another good guy. See, I guess that's the only way for people to say that I'm good. If I get likes, we say, oh, am I live? No. Because otherwise, people are usually just saying that I'm something else. Who knows? So I guess everyone's looking for a jersey. Some free stuff to give away. Graham over at East Coast Cornhole. Graham and TJ over at East Coast Cornhole. Doing a great collab. The jersey is. I love the look of it. When Graham first sent me the picture of it, I loved it because shot of the harbor and St. John's, and that's where the roots are. Like I said on my personal Facebook, this jersey, my roots are showing with that. So it's a great look, great jersey, and I hope if people don't win it, hope you go buy one because it'll help with the show, get me going. I'll be able to make some trips someplace to be able to go live from other cornhole leagues like I did with Mr. Burr, going down to Delhi Cornhole, checking them out, getting to be able to do some video from there. Got to do video with Mason Miller there, and that was fun. So get to the jersey thing here. So usually everyone knows when I do any kind of draws or prize giveaways, I get out the not behind the curtain. I usually do the bag with the poker chips. I don't know where it's at. It's usually here. I got nothing. So we're going to do the, I put all the names into a wheel. Now there is, let me see, let me bring that up here now. There it is. There's the wheel. There's what? There's 107 names in there, in that wheel. Yeah, so there I can get that there. Okay, if you're making a comment, I can't see it because my other screen is blocking the screen making comments. So if you make, I can see like the last person making comment. So see on the side there is the names. I'll go down. We've got 107 names. Right there, I was talking with Graham about it. He's like, oh, there was like 122 shares. But you can only see like 90 at first. And then I had to kind of do some searching because some of y'all have your Facebook on private and we can't see when you share stuff. So I had to go creeping this morning. So yes, there's all the names that are in there. We got the 107. He's like, yeah, and like I said, like we had like 122 shares. I was like, yeah, we each shared it like 3 times, so that's like take 6 out of there. Then I took out the other bag makers. Oh, sorry, jersey people from the other countries that have shared it. That were like, if you send me messages about jerseys, I'm not going to talk to you. So we've taken them out. So we're down to 107 shares, which is probably one of my biggest contests I've ever did. So we'll do, names are already there. It's on the wheel, but I'll still shuffle them 3 times. Do 1, 2, 3, and do you like the logo in the middle of the circle there? I thought that was a nice touch. So we will go with that, and it's when you're just waking up in the morning after a long night of work. Those people that hang over from Newfoundland, have fun with that. The winner, Mark, is the winner. Now, Mark, I think I was going to say I let me look you up on Facebook here because I'm trying to remember. I seen where you were from this morning, but I can't remember. I think he could be an American guy. I believe if I'm not mistaken. I believe he is. Cheektowaga, Buffalo, friend of Bobby Sperry. So I'll have to try and get that. We'll get the jersey to me, and I will get it over to you. Yeah, let's see here. Yes, Mr. Burr, I did get to see that. He gets too much attention now as it is. That Sean Steffen guy is just whatever. It's yeah. So again, congratulations to Mark Brandt. We'll get you that jersey. We'll get all you. We'll send you a message. How about that? And then be the first American with an East Coast jersey, and it's not Bobby Sperry, but it's one of his friends. Yeah, so having fun with that there. Remember to check back on the down and back tonight. So what time does that start again tonight? The bracket there. Is it 7:00 local in St. John's? I didn't have to be there, so I didn't really look. Starts at 7:30 Newfoundland time, which is 6:00. So 6:00 in Ontario. Yeah, 6:00 in Ontario. We'll be going on the down and back page, which is what, like 4:00 Calgary time, which would then be like, is it 3:00 in BC? If those guys want to watch. But yeah, good luck to, like as Robert said, good luck to everyone tonight. Make sure you come back, watch the down and back page here on Facebook, and you'll be able to see that action from there. Not sure what courts he'll have. He'll have some sort of court. Hopefully he'll have that Jeff Walsh, Adam Noel game up first. Sean, Sean, you're playing Amber. You get that game, be cool. Yeah, and then. So we will see everybody tomorrow night. Like 3 days in a row. You're going to get 3 days of me. Aren't you lucky? But then there's that other guy all mixed in with the voice and whatever. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow night with the hangout show. Always fun having a hangout show, and yeah, that's it. I gotta go do the circle thing, but yeah, have fun watching tonight. Thanks everyone for sharing. Getting me all choked up here. Thanks everyone for sharing the stuff. I know I say this all the time, but whenever we have something like this and we get the likes and the shares and the comments, I don't know. It boggles my mind sometimes, just because sometimes you think it's just, not many people are watching or whatever, and it's just doing this a while now. 10 days of down and back coming up, starting pretty soon. Then yeah, so we're here. I'm here for fun, and it's I'm not stopping now. There's no need to stop here now, but yeah. So be back tomorrow night. We'll talk about Cheyenne Bubenheim moving to Titan Bags. We were told that there was a big surprise coming. Surprise! Cheyenne Bubenheim with Titan. I don't know, Derek. Did I say that? I don't know. I don't know. I